Shit.
Yeah, I know, right? All the effort to make sure we're absolutely perfectly ready.
Already messed it up.
And already it's screwed. So hello everybody, welcome to Critscast, the Team Fortress 2 thing, channel, event, content, whatevs. I am Aggro, and I am here with one of the great heroes of TF2 YouTube from times gone by. Possibly, maybe we sort of came back a little bit and then went away again. So, let's find out together what's going on with our guest today, who is as yet unnamed, but shall be named now. Welcome to the show, Freddie.
Thank you.
It's a
Thank you very much.
long-winded introduction there, without actually saying anything.
That's par for the course.
Well, exactly. It wouldn't be Critscast if it wouldn't already been completely and utterly sidetracked. I've got with me some beer, which is probably going to be a terrible mistake. Not because the beer's bad. It's wonderful. It's Beavertown Neck Oil Session IPA. So I'm going to be knocking that back very slowly. I had a bit of a night last night. Which is to say, I was drinking quite heavily for many, many hours. And, yeah, my head, it feels a bit rough.
But a beer is always a good medicine for a hangover. Just one.
Yeah, hair of the dog. So, I've got two. Let's find out together whether or not this was a good idea or a bad idea. Right, I see the official FBI here. Good.
Very nice.
Right, Freddie is a little quiet. I've turned Freddie's volume up a little bit. I might have to turn Freddie's volume up a little bit more. So bear with me a moment. Maybe Aggro's volume is too high.
This is me speaking at a normal speaking level. Yeah.
Okay. Well, your volume's.
I don't know what I'm drinking.
Oh, please.
I'm drinking a Melleruds Parad Pilsner.
Ooh.
It's a Swedish beer, and it's ecological.
Ecological.
Yeah.
Does that mean it's cheap?
I don't think so. I think it means it's like, I don't know what it means. It's good for some reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good for any reason is good. I am chewing on a bit of food just to make the beer soakage go a bit faster. Right, we should probably get the TF2s going.
Yes.
So what I've been doing recently is going on to creators.tf, which I mean we were chatting before we went live about what's been going on in TF2. Since you've been away, we have or they have done. They've made this thing called creators.tf, which is an opportunity to relive the glory days of Team Fortress 2 communities.
Oh.
So we have community servers.
Nice.
And good times for all. So I'm going to send you a quick link. The Discords. I'll pop on there. There's a little pack that says download the asset pack for faster load times. So you might want to quickly grab that and stick it in the usual places.
Oh.
Don't need to. It's just got a couple of maps in there. They'll download anyway if you just want to join the map, join the server.
Okay.
Oh my god, is that the real Scott Jaw?
Oh my god.
Wow. Oh my.
G-A-W.
I mean, that is a blast from the past.
It's a big name in the chat.
Yeah, that's.
When I first started out with YouTube, one of the first people that noticed me and gave me a shout out was big name TF2 YouTuber Scott Jaw. He launched my career.
And what a career it has been.
Yeah. Now here we are, financially independent, and life's good.
Press the button. We'll see if it does the thing that I think it does. Oh, excellent. Shows I've got my Team Fortress 2 up as well. Right. So, oh, shut up, you aber-looking fool. I'm not sure. I think our auto mute of abusive contents decided to put that up as a question as whether or not we should allow that sort of language in our chat.
Looking is quite harsh language.
I mean, it certainly is where I come from. Assume you have your own beliefs. I've asked you all of this sort of stuff in the past. I mean, you've been on the Quizcast show a number of times, but where are you from, Freddie?
I'm from Sweden.
Right.
Way up in the north.
You guys have weather there, don't you?
Weather?
Yeah, you have cold winters and hot summers.
We do. I mean, it's supposed to be a summer now,
right?
At the start of the summer, but we were out, like for a quick little barbecue, or what you call it, when you grill your sausages over an open
barbecue.
Fire, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it started snowing like the other day.
What?
Yeah.
No, that can't be right.
It's awful here.
That's got to be very confusing.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know what season it is. Okay,
right.
So I put folders in my Team Fortress 2 folder.
Nice.
And I think I'm ready to rock.
Okay, well, since we're both in Europe, it makes sense that we join a West European server.
Yes.
Going to do a refresh now. Let's pick a server that's got some people in but isn't entirely full. It looks like the first one on there, so 101 is for me the top of the list. So I'm going to click on the connect button. Going to allow me to.
Holy shit!
Connect.
Look at this technology.
I know, cutting edge. I mean, this sort of thing has been available for the longest time, but
this is amazing.
I'm on the edge. I had this. I told you that I had a few drinks last night, and I started mansplaining something. But I realised that I'm mansplaining to boys as well as girls.
Maybe you're just explaining.
Well, I'm struggling. Like, is there a written definition of the difference between mansplain and splain?
Do you have to, like, is it written in the rules of conduct in mansplaining that you have to do it to a girl, or can you mansplain to another man as well?
I mean, my thing is, I make the assumption that the person I'm talking to might not understand the position that I'm coming from or the topic that I'm talking about. So I go to the effort of explaining further than I would do if they were part of my normal peer group. And if that makes me a mansplainer, then, well, the world is screwed. Did you join the wrong team there, Freddie?
I don't know. I'm on the blue team.
I'm also on the blue team. We just won a map. Yeah. And that was it for the show. Thank you very much, Joe. It's never going to get better than that. Right. Easy.
Oh my god. I haven't played this video game in many a month.
Speaking of which...
This map before.
Well,
excuse me.
Yeah. So creators.tf, part of the thing they do is allow those who have created maps to kind of showcase them. And And this is one of the showcased maps, Catalina, which
That's cool.
works for me. I'm very pleased to be able to play on it.
Solid copy.
Ouch.
Oh no.
Not a chance.
Mini sentries are still in the game. Oh.
All of the horrible things are still in the game.
Right, also, I am the owner of the loudest keyboard in Europe, so...
I guess we're just going to have to get used to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought maybe there was a budgerigar or some sort of bird pecking away at a metal plate, but it does turn out to just be your keyboard.
Me aggressively using the movement keys. How are people voting for Granary over...
Oh. There's Vigil. Vigil's amazing.
Oh.
I think. I can't remember. I can remember the name of words and or places and or things. I don't do nouns, which has had like a surprisingly, or perhaps not surprisingly, poor impact on my life in general. Inability to remember nouns.
Who needs them?
I do, apparently. I mean, I can get by without them, but slightly degraded life. What can you do?
Turns out I've only gotten better at this game while not playing it. I'm amazing.
Oh.
What a cap.
You can get a sneaky boy. Oh, no, big heavy boy. He's going to destroy me.
Oh no! Leave me alone, I'm a guest on the show.
Oh, this is not our server. I'm afraid I can't prevent you from dying. Oof! Oof!
What a clutch.
Clutch, indeed.
Oh no. I'm hiding behind our tank. Oh no. Oh no. Not
Tried.
Right.
This makes me look good. Or at least it made me look good. But it'd be bad if I was appalling at this game. I'm going to play Scout a little bit. Just to give... Oh no, there's lots of Scouts. There's only 2 Pyros. But it doesn't matter, we're all dead now anyway.
Solid 7 points.
I'm glad I wasn't alive to see that.
Oh.
Get to have a new map. New round. Go ourselves... Oh, same map. Okay, that's good.
Trying to join your team. That would be fun.
Are we... Oh, we're on opposite teams. I didn't realise.
You.
Oh, okay. I wasn't paying attention.
Is that frowned upon on the Crits Cast show?
No. I mean, if I always join auto. This is because you don't get the choice when you're playing Valve mode. You play whatever Valve has decided that you want to play. If you join with friends, you have to play with them, kind of thing. Whereas in this mode, doesn't matter. They don't care.
Oh. I'm coming in hot with my nose scopes.
Oop.
Oh, hang on. I got
Damage on me.
Alright. I feel like I instantly got like sucked up by the gameplay and forgot to talk.
That's fine. We have all the time in the world. Unless you've got something else you desperately need to... Oh my god, is there water coming out of my brain?
I hope not.
Oh. Could have sworn. I heard water coming out of a pipe. Huh. I'm losing it. It's early days and I'm already losing it. It's great.
It's okay to lose it sometimes.
It's normal. Ursula in chat is saying, sorry Freddie, so I'm not sure what he's apologising for.
It's okay, Ursula.
Maybe he's killed you recently, or...
Probably. Yep, there he is. He's on the team.
Doing the capping thing. Got this.
Oh, no.
Getting serious now. Oof!
Oh. I'm the better scout. Oh, that's unbelievable.
Oh, that's unfortunate, Freddie. I was watching that from a distance.
I'm about to rage.
Oh. Leaves TF2 uninstalls, never comes back.
Now I remember why I stopped making videos.
Wait, hang on. Am I pushing that way forward? No, that way's forward. Always make this mistake.
Okay.
So you appear to have rage quitted a few years back.
Yeah. Rage quit so hard. I never went back.
Until you went back.
Oh.
Hi, Freddie.
Oh. I got my revenge. Yeah, I rage quit TF2 a couple of years ago. Following my greatest video of all time.
With the fart thing.
Yeah, the fart video.
How to kill with a fart in TF2.
Exactly. And that video racked up 250,000 views.
It did.
Which is more than anything else has ever done. And I was like, no, that's not okay. I'm out of here. And I left.
Was it really that simple? That something that you did that was really silly versus all of the effort that you put into, or had been putting into videos up to that time, did well?
No.
No.
I mean, I put a lot of effort into that. It was as silly as the video is. There's like a lot of editing going on.
And it is silly.
Yeah, but no, I never really made like a conscious decision to like quit. Like neither TF2 or YouTube. It just sort of happened. I moved away from my hometown.
Right.
And I started attending a college. And somewhere along the road, I sort of forgot to play TF2 and make videos, and I did other things instead. So it never really was a big like decision to stop playing or making videos.
Did you ever consider yourself in the first place to be like a YouTuber or a TF2 YouTuber?
I've never really seen myself as a YouTuber, I think, but I played a lot of TF2, so I was definitely a TF2 player for a long time. That was part of my identity. But
so,
yeah, I've never like done YouTube full time or anything.
Does that mean that you weren't okay with the success that you had with it, or like?
No, I never like. If I could make a living wage of making YouTube videos, I definitely think I would have made the leap. But I never really made a lot of money from my videos, and I don't really know why that was, because I've been talking to my other YouTube colleagues, and it appears it's very different how much like money you make for the same amount of views. It's dependent on like who puts their advertisements on their videos and like how many clicks, I guess, you get. So I feel like I was in sort of the bottom part of how much money you make off YouTube.
Oof, oh, I'm being spiked in the back. Bad man. No respect whatsoever. Destroy him. Yeah,
I was really happy with how like my success on YouTube, because I feel like I got really lucky and a lot of people liked what I did, so it was a lot of fun to do it.
I feel like there's a difference between the sort of content that my channel has pushed to YouTube versus what people such as yourself and Scott Jaw and Grizzlyberry and certainly Uncle Dane, to pick off a few infinitely cool names, have done in that the content that you guys do is essentially personality driven.
And I feel like out of the people that you just mentioned, I feel like maybe my content is the least personality driven, because that's sort of what I always dreamed about being. I wanted to just make a video about anything and people would watch it because it was me doing it, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like a lot of the reason people watched me was like how much effort I put into the videos.
Yeah, I mean, you have
wise.
Yeah, you have cool videos, well edited, beautiful thumbnails. Quick shout out to Dustin Pettigrew, who's in chat at the moment, who is responsible for a Halo podcast, Podtacular. you want to like big yourself up and stick a link in chat, that's cool. But yeah, like to the sort of stuff that you did, like right from the very beginning. It wasn't a case that god damn it, it wasn't a case that you got better, or you started off in a bad place and then eventually after many years of trying or getting an artist in, your thumbnails finally were on point. Like for the very first one that you did, the very first video you put out, the thumbnail was like there.
Yeah.
And that never happens. So you were definitely from the get-go at a level that other people can only aspire to. How? How is this possible?
I think there's, first of all, thank you, very very kind words. I feel like there's a couple of explanations for it. The first of it being that I like my TF2 channel actually wasn't the first YouTube channel that I started.
Yep.
I've been on YouTube for a pretty long time, like since the early days when I was like 12, and I watched After Effects tutorials on videocopilot.net,
Right.
classic website for people that want to learn visual effects and stuff. And I watched those tutorials, and then I started making little like intro clips, and people thought they were really cool for the time, so they wanted me to like type their name in there and make videos for, well, intros for their YouTube videos basically. And this was during a time that not a lot of people knew how to do anything with editing programs, so it got really popular. I was like I don't remember the number. I was like pretty high ranked subscriber wise in Sweden. I was like the 17th most subscribed YouTuber in Sweden or something, just making little intros for people. So that was pretty cool. That's where I learned all my editing. And then I tried to do various little Let's Plays and stuff, but that never ever took off. It didn't work out for me at all. And then I started doing TF2. So I already had some experience making content and thumbnails and edit stuff. And then also getting into TF2, I never really had like YouTubing as the main goal. I started sort of from another angle. So I learned like SFM and making little cool pictures and stuff before I started making videos. So I was like at a higher level at the thumbnail making game than I was at the video making game at the start.
Like us poor plebs that have to struggle for many years to figure out what our thumbnails should look like.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, technically you did, or might have done, but it was like the struggle was in a different time zone, in a different world, in a different a different territory. You'd already had that struggle and figured out where you wanted to be.
Yeah, to a certain degree. Like TF2 is such a it's such a great game to create content for, because there's so many tools for you to use. Like Source Filmmaker, is just amazing when it comes to thumbnails and intros and like making your videos cooler with a lot of production quality, because you can do like anything. Just learn tools, and that's really rare. You're really spoiled as a TF2 content creator, because if you then start to like transition to another game, you realize how lucky you were making content for TF2.
Yeah, you can hit the ground running with, as you say, so many utilities, so many things that are possible that aren't necessarily all that easy to do with any other game.
Exactly. We're so used to being able to do just like custom thumbnails and little animations and, well, amazing kill.
Thanks for the sub.
Yeah, so I really wish another TF2 would come out that just lets you use their assets to create content.
Yeah, I'm not certain that it ever will. Like, I've seen you playing Valorant. Or at least I've seen you mention that you're playing Valorant. Yeah.
I feel like I've spent more time tweeting about it than I have.
Okay, fair enough. And Valorant is one of those games that looks like it should be in the same mold as TF2. A lot of the sort of cartoony elements that makes TF2 so watchable. Oops, thanks for the sub. But not so much of the openness that you'd expect from Team Fortress 2 because it's made by Riot. Ooh, thanks for the sub.
Yeah. But
yeah.
Excuse me.
No, go ahead.
I feel like League of Legends, right? It's got a really thriving community content creation thing going, right?
It does.
So I'm a little bit hopeful because they have a lot of skins and cosmetics and similar things. So I'm holding out hope for something at least a little bit similar. It's actually really cool.
I'm absolutely certain that whenever they go live with the game, that the processes involved with kind of community respect will be in full effect for this new Riot title.
I hope so. But then I've also realized that I absolutely suck at the game, so I've lost hype a little bit.
I've been watching a lot of Numlocked playing as a sort of former professional. Well, I don't know, as much as you can be professional in Team Fortress 2, but certainly a former excellent TF2 comp player who had transitioned onto Overwatch and then has subsequently gone to invest time and effort into Valorant.
Cool.
And he's sort of saying that it's going to take him. He's going to suck for 6 months and then he'll start getting good. So I don't think anyone has or should have any expectations of being good out the gate. But it is much more a CS:GO type game than it is a TF2 type game.
Yeah.
It just has a TF2 type look.
I'm just not patient enough for any of those games. I just want to frag,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I come from a Unreal Tournament 2003 background, so grab a few friends, grab a server, and go have some mad times. I too just want to frag.
But it's really fun. Like, I enjoy Counter-Strike and Valorant a lot, but I'm just too stupid. I just push stuff I shouldn't push.
Speaking of pushing stuff I shouldn't push, I'm going to try Soldier for a little bit, so this is probably a huge mistake. My huge inability to rocket jump.
Oh no.
Well, rocket jump effectively.
Yeah.
I can do it, I just can't get through windows or holes or doorways, and I certainly can't do it without a script.
I don't know if that's okay to have played this game for as long as you have and not be able to rocket jump.
I can reflect stuff as a pyro, and I figure that's... my chops have been proven. Oops. Oh, I'm not on that team now anymore. I'm on the other team.
Yeah, I had a confusing moment.
Blue people are now enemies instead of friends. That might explain why my friends kept dying around me. I thought I was getting some good shots in.
I just couldn't kill the scout I was shooting at. Hey, I can switch to it.
I enjoy this game far too much to be good at it.
It sounds like a really healthy way to see it.
Freddie, wait for me!
Oh. Yes.
Right, do this thing.
I have a really sweet, like, pink medic girlfriend, medic.
Yeah, speaking of medic girlfriends, or possibly just girlfriends, the only video that you have pushed out recently was an interview with my girlfriend, or your girlfriend was asking you questions.
Yep.
Not sure how you...
Heavily criticized for coming back to YouTube to brag about...
What, about having a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Was that it? Was that the entirety of what you were trying to do with that video?
No, it wasn't.
I mean, you nailed the content if that was what it was, because that's what it felt like it was.
Unbelievable.
It's what you are.
No, it was just like a fun video to make. I wanted to make a video, and that seemed like a fun idea to do. So Hang on, I gotta slay a spy. Yeah, I mean, I understand how it looked actually, you know, in hindsight, but I actually didn't think about it like that at all when I did it. I just wanted to come back to YouTubing, and it was a good excuse to do it.
It was good content, though. I mean, a lot of it was to do with how you edit. A lot of it was the fact that you sort of set up the video in the first place by showing some frustrating moments of learning TF2, which I think we have all experienced at one time or another. If you, assuming I'm not currently experiencing it right now, I probably am. I think I might have turned my volume up a little bit too high. Let me see if I can mitigate that. But yeah, it was framed in a good, positive way.
That's good.
And I personally enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, and when I say heavily criticized, I mean there's like 2 or 3 comments, but that's just how content creation is. You only see the negative comments.
Right, I think I turned the volume up a bit by mistake, then turn it down again. Oh, wait, no, I seem to struggle with my own volume. For some reason, 0.01 is bearable, and anything else is too loud.
Interesting.
Yeah. Not sure what default should be, but it's probably not this. Oh, I think I was effective momentarily.
So yeah, I made that video, and then I plan to make more videos, but I didn't. And here we are. And that's the thing, I really miss making videos because I think it's super fun still, and I enjoy editing and I enjoy creating, but I just don't have anything that I want to create, really. I'm looking for excuses to make stuff.
What, to make stuff that is gaming related, or is anything related?
Anything related, really.
I
feel like I'm sort of thinking of transitioning into the world of Rocket League content creation. Because that's a game I play a lot.
I was going to say, is that a world? Do people play that? Obviously.
It is. It's big. I feel like the community is sort of tight-knit in a slightly similar way to the TF2 content or community. So that's cool. And it's also similar in that, you know, if I started making content on it, it would be like sort of late in the game's life cycle, which that's what happened with me and TF2. It's super fun, and I play it a lot. It's sort of replaced TF2 in my excessive gaming life.
I'm doing that thing where I should be asking questions, but actually I'm just trying to focus on playing TF2.
I get that. It's okay. Oh no, I'm a dead man. I have to run.
Oh! Oh, I almost got a good score with that one, but never mind. That ended. Yeah, definitely a land-based soldier, and it's not so great.
That's okay. Not every soldier has to fly high.
It has to be good. It's okay, you can say it.
Well, I can't talk at all. I'm playing medic right now because I can't play TF2. I've forgotten my skills.
Okay, happens to the best of us. Sure,
yep.
Get over it eventually. So
where's the boost button?
The boots button?
The boost.
Oh.
That's a Rocket League reference for you.
Oh, fair enough. I mean, are you good at the Rocket Leagues?
I'm pretty good. I'm slowly but surely fighting with like tooth and nail to the top rank of Rocket League. I'm like slightly below it right now.
does it make a difference to you being good or being bad, or you sort of commented earlier about like having a good attitude toward gaming, just going out there and having fun, but are you competitive
I'm competitive.
intrinsically?
Yes. I've had a conversation about this with one of my friends recently about how I struggle to play single player games, even though I have like a bunch of amazing single player games that I recognize are amazing experiences. Like I've bought Red Dead Redemption and what's the other one on PlayStation 4? Like God of War, and the one with the red-haired girl with the bow, and they're all super sick.
Yep.
But I never finished them. I've played like 2 hours of Red Dead Redemption, and I just don't stick with it. And I feel like a big reason for that is that there's not someone losing on the other side of the screen when I do well.
They're all NPCs. Nobody loses when it's an NPC.
Exactly. No one suffers from my greatness. It's just a lot of fun to beat another human. Don't take that out of context. Nice shot, guy with a name you can't say on stream.
Oh, the bad name person. Never mind. That's unfortunate. I'm not going to look it up or ask you what it was. Made that mistake last time.
It's not, it's not an insta ban, I don't think. Yeah. That's a really effective rocket jump right there.
Got me to where I needed to be.
Being a medic is a demanding job in this team. Yeah. No. Oh no. It's Uber. What an amazing Uber juggle. Like I can hear the concentration through the Discord call.
It is true. All of it, right here.
Yep. And it works. We got the point.
And that's all that really matters in the end.
Oh no! Oh no!
No. Are you alive? Did you surf?
Nope.
No. Okay.
I did not surf.
Well, next time.
Thought I did.
So
yeah. I'm competitive.
Does that translate to things outside of gaming?
Yes.
I love the certainty of that. Yeah, it really does.
Yep.
Right, I'm behind you again, Freddie, mate.
In both positive and negative ways. I can't get up there. There I felt abandoned instantly. So the positive parts of being competitive in real life as well is that when I see someone do well, I want to also do well. And if I'm at the gym and my gym buddy lifts more than me, I'm like, you're not going to get away with that. And then I train harder. But the negative part of that is sort of the same thing, that I keep comparing myself to other people, and that's not really mentally healthy. So, yeah. Overall, I would recommend being competitive though, as long as you're aware. Thanks for listening.
What about I was going to say in your work, but I'm not even certain you have a work. Do you have a job? You're a tax-paying member of society?
As of right now, I am trying to finish my education at the college that I attend for video game music. Yes, there is a college for that. But I'm doing my last semester right now, and I'm trying to finish like a big old essay that you write at the end of your education. I don't know what it's called in English, but it's super.
I think they call it big old essay in English as well.
Uh,
Dissertation.
oh yeah, dissertation. That sounds about right. So I'm doing that, and I'm like actively hunting for jobs, but it's going so-so. I feel like the Corona situation is affecting my ability to find a job, or maybe people just don't want me. I don't know.
So hard to tell nowadays.
It's so hard to tell. Is it me or is it the Corona? But yeah, no. Right now I'm still a student, so I get away with not working without feeling like a piece of garbage. But this summer I finish school, and then I'm gonna go be a functioning member of the society again for a little bit.
Well, speaking as an unemployed person who is not at college, I am.
No, I accidentally
yeah.
like insult you.
You really did. That was the
That
most
was
most
not
untimely
my
insult I've ever had.
Oh no!
And here ends the
That's
interview.
really bad.
It could be worse. It could be worse.
No, well, you know, I'm speaking about myself, not anyone else.
Well,
But anyways, I have realized that video game music is probably not the industry that I'm gonna be working in. So I've sort of spent 3 years at this college, and then eventually realized that nah, I don't think this is what I'm gonna do. So probably won't stay out of school for too long before I return. Study for something that I actually want to do.
what do you want to do?
Right now, my sights are set on like a law education, if I can get in. I want to become a lawyer. Oh, I've been sniped.
Buddy, there's a call for your volume to be turned up a little bit. I can't turn you up anymore.
Okay.
Can you turn you up?
Is this making a difference?
I can turn my game volume down, probably. I'm not sure that it's possible to get lower than 0.01. Try 0.
I've boosted my volume and moved the microphone over. Oh, is it super loud now?
No, I mean, it works.
No.
but it's... That's fine. I can hear you now.
Oh no. I feel like there's a
No,
negative side to this.
No, that's it's just unexpected. That is absolutely perfect.
Oh, weird. I increased my volume by 0.1.
And the world changed around. I think I've got you set to 200% anyway, so your 0.1 was my 0.2.
Oh.
And hopefully that's going to be better. Apologies to whomever lucky person it is that gets the joy of editing this later.
I've never been good with audio stuff. I just can't do it. It's something so simple, but it's not working out for me. I've always had keyboard sounds in my videos and never really nailed any audio levels. So, welcome to my world.
Do you... It's a weird thing to try and express now, given that you've said that you're competitive.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to be better at the YouTube type things? Or has that phase of your life sort of... Are you done?
That is a good question. Well questioned.
Thank you. I should take this evening's award for question well asked in the form of a sip of beer.
Nice. Man, you blindsided me with that question. I don't feel done with YouTube, but I also don't have like an active plan for what I want to do with it. So it's like it's on hold a little bit.
Right.
But to answer the like original question, I still want to get better at it, and I want to get better at like everything. So I feel like I'm in some sort of transition period where I want to switch focus somehow. I still want to make videos, but I still haven't figured out what I want to make videos on.
The girlfriend interview was sort of alluding towards that.
Yeah.
That you were likely to continue creating content, and that's something that you seem to be angling towards, but not necessarily TF2 content.
Yeah, and the thing is, if I could keep making TF2 content, I would love to do it because of the reasons that we discussed earlier, how good it is to be a TF2 content creator with all the tools that you get offered. But I just feel like I don't have any like. I don't want to say I don't have any enthusiasm for the game because I still think it's a really cool game and it's fun to play. I'm enjoying it right now. But I don't know. I just don't. I don't have any like ideas for videos to make on it. I feel like
Right.
And nothing's happening. There's no updates. If suddenly the game sparked back to life and there's like an update every other month, I'm fairly sure I would come back and just play it a lot and make videos on it.
I feel that there are definitely content creators out there that don't feel the same way about this game. That they feel that there's definitely videos to make. I think one of the content creators I've seen almost enter a period of resurgence recently is I'm going to try and focus and remember a name at the same time. Just leave a pregnant pause in there. You can put in a drum roll if you want, because it's actually the person who's probably going to be editing this later. And that is Spiky Mikey, who has kind of almost been sat in a place of nothingness for a long time. But since COVID has decided that they're going to focus their YouTube channel, they're going to be as great as their promise originally was.
That's cool.
Yeah. So I don't think that the world is done with YouTube or YouTube creators are done with TF2.
No.
But it's it's a very personal thing.
Exactly. I'm not of the opinion that there are no videos left to make on the game. I don't feel like I personally have any videos left to make on the game. If that makes sense.
Yeah. It does.
There's definitely people out there that still make good content. I've sort of, and this is gonna sound weird because I feel like he's sort of a household name in the TF2 content creator community, but I've sort of discovered the Demo Knight TF2 man,
Solar Light, yeah.
I've discovered him in the last few weeks and watched a couple of his videos, and they are super good. And he's making content still. We're just like, the videos are baffling to me. It feels like he's still discovering stuff and making new and interesting content. So that's a little random shout out from me.
I'm sure he'll appreciate that when he hears it.
There's definitely still content to be made, is the point I'm trying to make. Oh. An enemy medic has infiltrated. Yeah. I have defeated him.
I may not survive this. Oh, there's an Uber going around.
You shall. Haha.
Oh, I need that ammo.
Oh no.
No. Wasn't to be.
That's the end of us.
That was such a good push.
Oh, my medigun is somewhat threatening. Some people thought it couldn't be done.
Yeah, I might have been among them. I need to keep typing hello in chat, otherwise it stops sending me messages, so...
Okay.
Either that or people stop talking.
That is impossible.
So, I mean, Solar I'm sure is going to be so stoked to discover that he's being bigged up. Is there anyone outside of TF2 that you've seen content from recently that you've enjoyed?
Well, I don't know. I've been watching, like, lately. Okay, this is probably not interesting to anyone but myself, but I've been getting into photography a little bit.
Okay.
So, which is, just like real life content creation, right?
Sure. I'm not gonna. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That sounds like it might be true.
Don't you dare argue with me.
Oh, you're the guest. I can't argue with you.
Yeah. So I've been watching like a little bit of photography channels. There's a guy called Peter McKinney, I think, which is like super huge. So if anyone's into photography on YouTube at all, they're gonna know who that is probably. And then I watch some YouTube content of Rocket League, of course, which is my new main game. Which, sidebar, I never thought I would find like a game that I spent as much time on as TF2 ever again. But Rocket League is sort of taking over that spot. I feel like I might have more hours on Rocket League than I have on TF2 now, which is amazing.
I think I found a Peter McKenna. Oh, sorry, McKinnon.
That sounds close enough. Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes little vlogs where he goes out and takes photos and stuff. Does little tips and tricks. But right now he's mostly just sitting inside his apartment and saying how great it would be if you could go outside and take photos because of the COVID situation.
Yes.
Yeah. And then there's I've become such a mainstream YouTube watcher, so I'm only like naming the biggest people because when I watch Rocket League stuff, I watch a guy called Sunless Khan, who is the biggest, I think, YouTuber on Rocket League. So I'm not revealing any hidden gems here, which makes me sad.
Sunless Khan.
Yes.
Big. He's definitely big in terms of he's got less than 1 million though.
Yeah. I don't think there is
really big?
There is no Rocket League YouTuber that I know, like solely Rocket League YouTuber that's got over 1 million. There's currently like a race going on for being the first YouTuber on Rocket League with 1 million subs, and I think he's in the lead. I'm not sure though. I might be spreading misinformation.
I'm just clicking on who he's following to see if anyone close. Yeah, there's a few up there.
Yeah.
Is the Rocket
there a TF2 YouTuber? How many like subscribers does Dane have nowadays? Does he have 1 million?
Yes. He did a video recently. I don't know if he has 1 million or 2 or something, but he did a video recently with a bunch of very
oh, that's right, with Donkey and company.
Yeah. Oh, he's on 500,000.
See, that sounds more reasonable.
Yeah. And he's got to be like top of the pack. Oh, he subscribes to me. That's nice.
What a guy.
Yeah, Scott Jaw. Didn't he used to do a thing?
Scott Jaw's got to be on 1 million.
Seems to have stopped doing a bit of TF2 content. Maybe I should reach out to Scott Jaw and King Raja. Those guys are up to.
Yeah.
Yeah, Uncle Dane does good things.
I'm a big Uncle Dane fan. He hasn't uploaded in so long now, though. Right?
Yeah, the YouTubey thing was 4 months ago, so not recently.
He's just cashing in.
Just cashing in. Who was it? No, it was RT Game that he was playing with, and like RT Game never. He was very popular while he was playing TF2, and then he transitioned away from TF2, and like the content he made post TF2 was exactly or very similar to the content he made pre TF2 or during TF2, but it much more closely matches his audience. I feel like he's kind of found his footing with doing variety streams.
He's the only person known to man to transition successfully from TF2 to like variety.
Well, he's done it. He's not certainly. I mean, Muzalk was probably the biggest streamer that went to variety and stayed there. And there have been competitive players and the like that have transitioned over. Even Banny now is competing. You see what Banny's on? Yeah.
He's on now with TF2, right?
He did. I'm trying to remember what's the name of the competitive player? Seagull.
Oh, yeah, that's another one.
Yeah, there definitely have been transitions.
Yeah,
and successful transitions.
I was being mostly facetious.
Yeah, I think what the thing that makes RT Games stand out is that he transitioned in a way that didn't immediately alienate his entire audience.
Mm-hmm.
He left before it became... before he started hating the game.
Yeah.
And he never really made gay content about the game being awful. Which...
you gotta respect that.
Yeah. Come to me, I should put your flames on.
He's like a really, straight up wholesome person.
Oh. Yes. I don't know whether it's the accents exclusively or what, but
definitely a part of it. You're English, right?
I am, yeah.
Good.
Is there a follow-up question, or
no?
You're just trying to recognise accents now?
You said something earlier that made me question it. I don't remember. You said someone moved to England in a way that, for some reason, made me think you were not in England.
Oh yeah, no, that was Helen Angel.
Yeah. So I started questioning my reality because I thought you were from there.
Well, I thought you were from Sweden as well. So when I asked the question, "Where are you from?" you said Sweden. I was thinking, no, I can see that.
Oh, the medic picks are still on point. What a gamer! All right, my job there is done.
Did you win?
Yeah, I won. I killed a guy.
Excellent.
And I know there's a person on the other side of the screen somewhere that's like, damn it.
Truly, that's what Christmas is about.
Oh, that's another one. I'm on fire. It's like I never left. Yeah. Oh my god. Why did I quit this game? Oh my lord!
Oh, you're owning now. Oh my god, you are. That is ridiculous.
I did 3 air shots in a row. Wow. I feel like I'm robbing the world from some sort of cosmic beauty by not playing this game. I'm so good. Alright. Well,
wait, definitely something.
Anyways, I really value modesty in a person.
What you lack in modesty, you more than make up for in skill, so that's fine.
True. It's good to be back to the video game there.
Does your I hasten I apologise for sort of staying on topic. But I'm desperate to bring the conversation back to this lovely list of questions that I've got.
You got one of those?
Yeah, I kind of sort of came prepared.
That's an interesting approach.
For being prepared. Yeah, it'll never catch on. You have a girlfriend?
I do.
And good question. You are from Sweden?
Yep. 26 years old nowadays.
Oh yes, no, that was actually a question that's later down in the sheet, so we can get to that eventually. But you're jumping the gun. I feel like you see my questions, and now you're just trying to stall. Do you game with your girlfriend?
Good question. Again, wow. Sometimes, not as often as like either of us would like. I think she actually likes games, though I wouldn't call her a gamer girl. But sometimes we sit down on the couch and we pass the controller back and forth and try to battle monsters in God of War.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but it's not like we have a computer each and we sit down for some Counter-Strike games together. It's either we play a single-player game together, or sometimes she plays Counter-Strike on my computer. She's pretty good.
I'm not sure he'll welcome the mention, but a friend of mine, he might be in chat. A couple of friends of mine actually got married recently. They started off. They have the two computers, and they certainly started off playing games together. I think they've run out of games to play together. So one is playing Minecraft, and the other one is playing some horrendously competitive thing. But but they're still doing it in the same space, partially because they have to.
That sounds really cozy, though.
Yeah.
When we eventually, perhaps in the future, get a place together, we should get like a gaming room where we can just sit down and game. It sounds really cozy to not even like play the same thing, just like be in the same geographic area and play video games.
Well, even if you're not doing the same thing together, just being in, say, the same geographical space, being in the same vicinity and enjoying the comfort of each other's existence is always appreciated.
It's fantastic.
So
sitting in opposite corners of the couch reading a book each is just a good time, even though you're not affecting each other's experience in any way.
Yeah.
Going
halves on breathable air.
On a what?
Breathable air.
Oh.
Ooh, teleporter.
Yeah, I've heard of that. Do you have a girlfriend?
I do not. Are you offering?
Nah. I only got the one, and I want to keep her.
All right, fair enough. Well, I wasn't asking if you offer yours up. I mean, that would be truly weird. Yeah.
Okay.
Conversation takes on a slightly peculiar. No, but I do recall those moments. Oop. Gonna die. Don't want to die.
Look at Hustle in chat, knowing all about my content and all the TF2, Freddie TF2 facts.
Hi, Nesselfosh.
Pardon?
Nesselfosh appears in chat as Crunchyroll, who's a fantastic human being. Friend of the show.
Copy that.
Do you have people asking you, like, do you have friends of your show asking you where you've gone to?
I do. Like, I still get comments every now and then. It's like people saying they miss me, which makes me like a little bit sad and also a little bit happy.
Yeah.
Because you want to be missed when you disappear, but I feel a little bit guilty somehow. But yeah, I do.
I mean, there's no sense that you need to return for them?
There is a certain degree of that. I mean, there is a little bit of guilt. And when people like genuinely post like a little sad face smiley at the end, and they're like, where'd you go? I feel like I want to at least like make a little video, be like, hey guys, this is what has happened. But then I don't have like an exciting story about what happened, so I don't feel like that's worth making a video on. But I definitely miss the community and making videos. And there's like, even though there's people in your comment section that you don't know or you don't really like talk to them or watch their YouTube videos, there's always regulars that comment on your videos that you feel like you know because they always show up and they always comment, and those are the people that you sort of feel a little bit guilty for not making videos anymore. So there's definitely a sense of wanting to make video for the people that miss you.
Oh, we've got to push in. We can't not cap this. We're so close.
Yeah.
Just get a foot on that cart.
On my screen it looks like that cart has reached the point.
It's definitely that close. Oh!
Unbelievable.
Oh, should not have lost that.
I agree with Cool Man 2011. Come on, guys.
Map is called Stranded RC4.
This soldier is a spy.
Is this a Halloween map without Halloween? Possibly.
It does look like
Yeah.
one of them.
Like one of the maps that they play on this server is Slaughterhouse, which is a Halloween map without any Halloween stuff on it. It's Laughter. Is the Halloween map?
Yeah, I recognize that name, but I don't know the map.
I'm stuffing a bit of cake in my mouth.
What are you eating?
A Bakewell tart sort of crumble.
I didn't really catch that, but it sounds delicious.
Sorry, it's a sort of Bakewell tart type of thing.
A Bakewell
Bakewell tart.
Tart?
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
It's a very English thing. Oh, I'm on the good team now.
No. I've been to England once, and I had some classic, they told me, English cuisine.
Cuisine,
How do you say? Oh shit, I accidentally voiced chatted. And we had like an egg wrapped in like meat and then deep fried.
Right.
Is that something you recognize?
An egg wrapped in meat and deep fried.
Yeah.
An egg?
Scotch
Oh, a
egg.
Scotch egg. Yes, that is an English thing.
Well, it's delicious.
It's the meat itself is like not like bacon. It's like chopped meat.
Yeah. It's like a meat.
A minced meat. That's what it is.
Minced meat. See,
Minced
that's
meat.
the word. It was really weird, but I truly enjoyed it. That's the one I remember. It was like a buffet of English foods. I like it.
I'd say
it's pretty greasy, but good, tasty.
I think it's wrapped in meat and then breadcrumbs and then fried, possibly.
Oh, yeah. Probably not called deep fried, but yeah. What you're describing sounds like what I ate.
Certainly recall eating them in packed lunches.
Oh.
Whenever sort of driving anywhere or going on a school trip or something, I'd get one of those in my lunch box.
Snack.
And it's protein wrapped in carbs and then fried. So, or baked, or I've no idea if anyone in chat happens to know how Scotch eggs are cooked.
If someone's sitting on the deets of Scotch egg,
give them up, please.
Yeah, please.
Don't stick on those. So don't hang out on those deets for too long.
If anyone's got a good like family recipe for Scotch eggs.
Oh, you'd probably get Bite My Asky in, who's my occasional co-host, and see if he has a recipe, given that he's Scottish.
It would be fun to try to make it on your own. It's probably gonna end up horrendously, but... We're owning!
Oh, you had to say that. We are so doomed now.
Oh no. Oh, it's fine.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
I feel like they're sneaking around the back. Need to do something about that. Oh, definitely doing something about that. Someone's Ubered me.
I'm about to achieve a 10 kill streak if I play my card.
Oh!
That would be a huge moment in my gaming career.
There's this, and then there's, I don't know, playing some competitive thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Super Bowl.
I mean, pushing the cart back anyway at all is always deeply gratifying.
True.
I was going to say I'm without my medic, but I've just felt the warming hand of a medic behind me, so...
Such a nice feeling.
It is. That's when you know you belong. Now we need to get out of here before medic takes control of our lives again. Well, there's a spy around here somewhere. That's not good.
Oh no.
Oh, we did a victory! Oh, that was good. Having lost so completely that last round, I think vindicated.
For sure.
I'm defending now. Are you defending as well? I think we've been team balanced. We did so well.
It says I'm attacking.
Oh yes, of
and
course.
It also
Sorry.
says that you're with me. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that just shows that you can read English more better than I can.
Well, nice.
Win for Sweden.
Swedish education system
For the win.
Again.
Yeah. So COVID.
Yep.
It's the big thing of the moment. Everybody's enjoying it in different ways.
Yes.
Are they letting you out in Sweden yet?
Yeah. I don't feel super confident speaking about the Swedish coronavirus tactics because I'm not entirely read up on it, but it's super like our quarantine is pretty mild, if that makes any sense. There's not too strict rules. I think our limit of people that you can be in one spot is still set to 50, which is quite a lot. And there's no real restrictions on leaving your home. We're advised not to travel, but we can if we want to. And it's pretty lenient overall. Oh, I got owned. So yeah, like we're still like noticing it, and it's still affecting how we live our lives. But I feel like comparatively with a lot of the world, Sweden is not that affected right now. And it's both nice and not so nice because we want to stop this virus as fast as possible. So maybe we could do more here.
Yeah.
But it's also nice to not be like completely locked up in your apartment. I feel like Sweden relies a lot on personal, just what's it called? Common sense.
That's the one. If common sense was, it's the most poorly named sense of them all, since it's apparently not all that common after all.
It's true.
Yeah,
Rare sense.
rare sense, publicly available, and yet apparently not well welcomed sense.
Exactly. Doesn't quite roll off the tongue. But...
Yeah. Oh, I've done a thing. I've done a big leap.
Oh, I see it on the stream. Let's see where this goes.
Let's see if I do a thing with this. Apparently I cannot. Oh, I got a ting. Oh, got some noise.
Nice. Ting achieved. I can join you up here.
No. Keep going. Keep trying.
I got the jumps. I gotta protect my medic. Oh, he did it. But yeah, COVID kind of sucks. I feel like we can wrap it up at this point. Oh, he's so good, this pyro. I can't shoot at him.
Oh, that reflects skill. The leaks reflect skill. It's always frustrating. You get one of those.
Unusual flamethrower, which means you just don't shoot rockets at him.
Damn.
But in regards to COVID, me and my lovely girlfriend has actually been doing some volunteer work to try to alleviate the situation, which is something that I'm sort of a little proud of, and that I encourage others to do as well. Oh no, I'm bad. So we sort of started a little bit of an organization that offers to shop food and other necessities for people in risk groups that shouldn't
wow.
go to stores and stuff and expose themselves to risk of getting COVID, if they don't absolutely have to. So we've done that with other students at our school that were attending the college, and it's gone really well. People seem to really appreciate the service we provide, and it's super cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's weird how little you need to do in order to be useful to society.
Exactly. It's it's my girlfriend's initiative, and I've sort of helped with a lot of building it up and discussing ideas and setting up systems for taking orders and stuff. But without like her coming up with the idea, I would have never thought to do it. And then you realize how easy it is to do it, and how much of a difference you can make in people's lives pretty easily.
Spy main shooting us down with his rockets of doom.
Yeah. We're hitting a brick wall here.
We are. Lack of coordination, I think. We can do this. We can do this, team.
We can do it.
Need to get a few good kills in.
Oh no, ambush. We need medical assistance here. I feel like we're keeping so close to each other on the scoreboard. That's gotta mean that we're meant to be together or something.
You say that, but I'm dead.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, possibly not. There's a teleport entrance around here I can take. There it is. Oh, this seems like a spy. And it is.
The sentry is not falling. I think it just fell. Never mind. Oh, there it is.
You're so weak. Shrek. No, Shrek is down. Excellent.
Shrek down.
Shrek down, push.
Sentry down. This is the moment.
So did you manage to get yourself hovelled up in a good spot for the duration, or you weren't stuck with your parents or in-laws, or?
No, well, as I said, there's no real restrictions on traveling in Sweden. It's just sort of frowned upon. So I can still go and visit my parents if I need to, which is nice. But I'm trying to like limit how many people I see and talk to and interact with. But I have like during this virus, I've seen my parents and a few other friends, and it feels like once you've interacted with them,
Yeah.
you know, it's either you all have it or none of you have it.
Oh yeah,
So,
fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the trick is, if you've interacted with someone, you've then got to spend 2 weeks with them, and no one else. So
exactly.
yeah, that's something more of a commitment than you perhaps were wanting to make initially.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's tough. It's really tough. It's like, because I feel like also a lot of people get bored with the whole quarantine situation. It's like at the beginning, people are like, "Oh yeah, we gotta change our lives and we gotta stay inside and do all these adjustments." But then a month into it, people are more like, "Okay, well, this is getting annoying now. Can we just go back to normal?" It's like as soon as people see the numbers start to go down for how many people are infected every day and such, they just want to instantly go back to their normal life, which isn't really what we need in order for it to go away.
No, exactly.
It's a tough situation. I can't wait until you can go outside and hang out with a lot of people without feeling guilty about it.
Yeah. Well, I think that the point is that we do have to wait, and that's therein lies the rub, sort of thing. But it's interesting
Can't
that
wait is a bad.
Yeah. I too also look forward to that moment. Yeah. Oh, we might lose this. No, people on board. Oh, come on.
Did you spy main shut us down?
Oh. He must have got all of the kills then. Very close. Very close.
Oof.
This is a tough match.
Oh.
This is kind of like why I enjoy playing on these servers, because unlike the general hullabaloo, the riffraff playing on any old Valve server, you can almost... Like, one of the prerequisites to playing on this server is knowing of its existence. And that takes someone who is at least interested in Team Fortress 2.
That's true. Very true.
You are more than welcome to join. You have the opportunity to do so. Right, auto-assigning. Let's see if I end up on Team Freddie again. Which I do. I think it's the first time that I've played with someone and played with them since I've been doing this.
That's amazing.
I know. Did not think it would end up that way. Freddie, do you recall... I mean, you've been on the show a number of times. Do you recall such a thing as Player of the Week?
Oh, I do.
From that reaction, I think I should maybe give you 5 minutes to come up with someone that you...
Okay, so remind me, it's someone who's done something great in the last week?
I mean, the name is somewhat more... As you said earlier, we're not having weekly updates from Team Fortress 2. So we've relaxed the rules a little bit, and really, if someone has done something or is doing something awesome in your mind that you're aware of and would maybe benefit from having a hat in a funny little cartoony style game, and you want to recognise them, I'm happy to call them Player of the Week.
Oh my lord. Okay, because I think I I feel like I haven't been a part of the community at all. So I'm like, I don't even.
Well, perhaps your mum, someone you know. So
Oh, I can
it's
give
like
my mom.
we as I say, it's not about the community. It's about your community.
Okay. So I can. Okay. Can I use it, like, can I completely steal it and just, like, highlight a person in my life that's, like, needs some credit for who has been to me that hasn't really. Well, he's been a person to me in TF2 as well. That's been of importance.
Sure, why not? Someone who
Okay.
has been a person is always.
Well,
if they still are a person, that's even better.
I'm fairly sure is still a person.
From the waist down.
Yeah. Now, okay. Well, then I want to give it to my good old partner in crime. In regards to both. Oh, look at this. There's a little Rick May tribute right there. My good old partner in crime that's been a great support both in live and in my YouTube and TF2 career. He's called Jack. Jack with the snack on social medias. And yeah, he's in a few of my videos, so some die-hard Freddie TF2 fans might know of him. But he's just like a really good dude and an average gamer.
Well, I did try putting in Jack with a snack into my Googles, and unfortunately, it's returned Snacker Jacks.
Oh, no.
Bold, full-flavored snacks with 8% fat. So unless your mate is really skinny, probably not him.
Well, you know, a small shout out to those low-fat snacks as well.
Not naming low-fat snacks player of the week, but Jack with a snack. Is that?
Well, yeah, I don't know. Like, he doesn't have a YouTube channel or like any sort of official place you can find him. But if you watch my classic video, the Boxtrot Spy or whatever it's called, he's in that and he laughs a lot. And yeah, he's a good dude. Player of the week.
Player of the week material right there. So congratulations, I guess. Go out to Jack with a snack. You are this week's player of the week.
Lit.
Woo, yeah! Start the freaking party!
I'm laughing because you can't hear it, but I play music when I say player of the week. But you shouted lit. It's like, and then somehow, of all of the things you said today, that one rained down with such vigor that it actually managed to clear the roof of the music. So,
I mean,
brilliant.
There's few things I have passion for, such as when I say the word lit. It's just sometimes things are lit.
Indeed, they are sometimes.
Post that on like an inspirational background picture.
Poster, yeah, that's right. That's sometimes things are lit. Hang in there, kitty.
Yeah,
Sometimes
exactly.
things are lit.
You get me.
Did you ever go down the merch route?
I did not. I never felt like I had a platform to stand on in regards to that.
Oof, jumped into that one.
I saw your hats like pop out from the void, and I realized that the worst had happened.
I'm not wearing the lo-fi at the moment. I'm wearing the bunny ears,
Yeah.
which I've picked up for a steal since I gave my original pair away.
Oh.
Which was an ill-advised idea. But what can you do?
I'm wearing the vintage lo-fi. Hang on. Long wave.
Which
I know the name of that.
excellent. Which is going to be. Oh, I've just thrown my milk at a dying pyro who was momentarily propped up against a wall. So that's not a great feel.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh, did I get like a representation of the Player of the Week theme in the chat from
Dustin? He did scream out, ba-da-da-ba, ba-da-da-da, ba. So yes, that is what it sounds like.
Good.
In case you've been wondering, it's actually nicked from Ren and Stimpy, who like the cartoon from back in the day.
I recognize it. I don't know if I watched it. But...
Ren and Stimpy. The guys who made Ren and Stimpy released a whole bunch of audio tracks, which were under Creative Commons.
Oh.
With the expectation that people would utilize them in their own creative medias.
That's awesome.
Yeah, which was great. And then years later, YouTube came out.
Mm-hmm.
So they were maybe a decade ahead of their time.
Oh wow.
Or perhaps they just released it for the world, and it's only now that the world has caught up.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Ren and Stimpy. I can't like visualize it in front of my eyes, but it sounds like it's one of those children's shows that's a little bit.
Yeah, it's sort of Adult Swim version of a children's show.
So it's a little bit creepy.
Yes. That's a perfect example.
Which is like a thing about children's shows for some reason. Some of them were like there was a creepy tone to them.
Yeah. Unnecessarily creepy. Just really sort of sets your hackles up.
Yeah.
Right, I'm going to play Sniper for a bit, and this will be a terrible, terrible mistake.
I believe in you.
But I've got a golden sniper weapon, so maybe people will run from fear. Or stand still from fear. Yeah. I'm hoping they won't run from fear, otherwise I won't hit them.
Oh, there's bread coming out of the teleporters. Like in the good old days. Are we out of questions on the question sheet?
Well,
the entire red team next to you, by the way.
Oh, that's a no scope kill there. No, I mean, what I was going to ask, given that you are 26 now, March the 3rd or something, wasn't it?
Oh wow, yeah, the 2nd.
Close.
So close.
Close.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, I've been watching you secretly from the background.
Unbelievable that you almost knew that.
I almost knew that. I almost did my research. I was mere days away from being correct about something.
I'm still very impressed.
Thank you. Yeah, given that you are now a human being of some advanced years, do you think of yourself as being an adult?
I feel like I've come to the realization that a lot of people do, in that no one ever does feel like an adult. And people are just like sort of winging it, which is terrifying and comforting at the same time.
And I'm relatively certain that I've met people who believe themselves to be adults.
What?
And it is terrifying when you meet them because you know they're wrong.
I think they're just faking it till they're making it.
No, because everybody fakes it until they makes it on the question of whether or not you're an adult. If you believe yourself to be an adult, then you're cheating yourself. Like the only person you're faking it to is yourself. Whoop.
Facts.
They're not for everyone.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like when you first turn 18, you're like, okay, I'm supposed to be an adult now, but I'm still a teenager. And then you turn like 20, and then 25 is like, okay, I'm really an adult by now. But there's never any like switch where suddenly you feel responsible or that you can handle every situation. It's still like you gotta just do uncomfortable stuff because there's no one else there to do it for you.
Yep.
And I guess that's what's being an adult is all about.
So you've done all of the adult things. You've got a significant other. You've left home, moved into a property of your own, or
Yep, I've beaten life.
you've beaten life.
No, I feel so. Sometimes I feel a little bit behind the curve. I feel like I should have had more jobs by now. I should have fixed more cars and.
I was going to say the only other two things I've got on the list to prove your worthiness of being an adult are having a car and God damn you. Fair enough. I was on 1 health and the soldier was just laughing at me. Yeah. Having a car and having a dog. Those are my 4 credentials. Being a long-term arrangements with someone of a gender that you want to be with, a car, a dog, and a house.
Yeah, I mean, I still haven't had a dog, but I've had 2 cars, so maybe that weighs up for it. And I'm in an apartment. I feel like a house is a bigger thing.
Bigger commitment.
Come on. Never underestimate the damage a medic can do with a needle gun.
Oh, are you med?
I'm a med.
Well, it's a shame that you're a dead med, because I'm a large heavy.
Oh no.
I need to get onto this cart thing in order to win, but nope. Failed.
Not gonna happen.
Wasn't to be. Right.
Do you feel like an adult?
Absolutely no. Absolutely no. As I say, I'm not in current employment. There was a brief period where I actually felt like I was getting close.
Okay.
But it stopped being the case. I think whenever I talk to someone who is on my level, I realise I'm not. Like, I see other people as being significantly more successful at almost every level. When I talk to someone who I perceive as being where I was, I just feel they got there faster. So,
I can totally relate to that.
Yeah.
It's easy to feel that way. What do you want to do though? Like, what sort of business would you like to get into?
Well, I've been saying that I would love to get into the esports thing for a while, and I think that's realistically where the world is going. Before I was unceremoniously made redundant from the work that I'd previously been doing, I found myself doing a lot of looking after client contacts, being in. I've just been critted, so I need to get at least 1 kill with this, otherwise it'll be a complete waste. I got no kills, never mind. I was looking after accounts, and I'd like to be an account manager, but for esports peoples. That would be absolutely awesome. I could find myself doing that kind of thing.
I mean, it's a growing industry.
Yeah, it's a bigger industry than, what does this say? Bigger industry than music and film put together.
That's insane.
Yes, it really is. It is on so many levels as well, because it wasn't that to begin with. I think kids today don't know how small esports used to be.
Yeah, no, it's been an explosion in popularity, and like how much money it involves.
Yeah, and with great money comes great responsibility.
Exactly. I don't know. They're rebuilding.
Oop. Do something like that.
That's it. Yeah, no, that sounds like a good industry to get into.
Yeah,
Do you have
definitely.
like an economy background then?
No, not money focused. Like the things I have been doing is my previous role was clients. I can't even remember the name of my job anymore. Customer onboarding.
Okay, cool.
I told this to someone recently, and they were suitably impressed, but gave the response, "Oh, you're the guy who translates engineers to customers." I think that's a fairly good description.
I get it.
I think being able to make people understand what it is that engineers take for granted, and make engineers understand what people take for granted, that they are not the Venn diagram. People and engineers don't ever sort of cross over, or they cross over in a very small degree.
It sounds like a job that I never really thought about its existence, or its existence, but it sounds super important when you think about it.
Yeah. Thanks.
Cool.
Cool. Yeah, doing something similar for someone like Twitch, for example, would be amazing. And I think that Twitch should... I would like to imagine that that's what Twitch thinks it still thinks itself as being. Is like esports related, or at least, at the very least, gaming related.
Yeah. I mean, it's sort of pushed in a more esports related way recently, right? Because it's got the esports tab now.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Well, there's companies like Duked that are sort of striving to be esports curation of Twitch content. Which seems like a very cool thing could be happening. But that's run by Ben Harbour. Not sure that's his actual name, but he's formerly Fish Sticks of Twitch fame.
Copy.
Sorry?
Copy that. Roger.
Oh, copy. It's a copy.
No, I'm just using random military lingo.
Oh, that was not a great shot. I had all of that to look forward to, and I shot myself in the foot. So, not my finest moment, but there you go. Right, I feel like we've padded this out long enough to give Spiky Mikey a hell of a time when he comes to edit this. So, to end on a peculiar note, I've been asking this of all my victims recently. What question were you expecting from this conversation that you didn't get?
That I didn't get.
Yeah. What didn't I ask you?
Oh god. I mean, you sort of asked about my disappearance and possible reappearance to YouTube. I feel like maybe I didn't answer that as much as I thought I would. But otherwise, I feel like you did a good job.
Thank you.
Getting the deets.
It's at 4 stars on TripAdvisor.
Yeah, at least.
Excellent.
I don't know if they, maybe throw a half extra star in there.
Can I possibly text you for a moment more and say, given that you're not necessarily immediately on your way back to YouTube, are you even vaguely interested in Twitch?
I am actually. It's I've had some vague, non-concrete thoughts about like doing some sort of show on Twitch. That would be fun because where I do YouTube, my focus on being very high quality, well produced
Yeah.
content. And it would be fun to try to do something similar on Twitch where you have like little intros and little stingers and different scenes, and you have like a planned show, like sort of like, I don't know, like a game show or anything. That would be cool to try to make like a live produced little episode. That's not just like you turn on the computer and start streaming. Which would be really hard, and I'm not sure I would be the right person to do it, but it would be fun to try to.
I was going to say, so long as you're not intending to do a show where you grab former Team Fortress 2 stars and ask them random questions about their current life.
That's a really good idea.
Yeah. There's definitely an opening for that.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, nobody's doing it well right now.
Well, that would be fun. So that I can still like focus on editing and not rely too heavily on being an entertaining person naturally, because
Well, I mean, if you want to edit things, then I know a really good show that goes on for about 2 hours every week that requires infinite amount of editing to make it even barely usable. So
very cool.
Very cool. Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. Well,
all right.
I would be interested in editing stuff like that too, because it's fun to just sit down and cut stuff. For some reason, it's like soothing to me. But I'm more into like sort of visual effects and little intros and stingers and stuff like that. So if you need that, hit me up.
I will absolutely do that. We're doing a bit of a refresh at the moment. I would love to get your input. And perhaps involve you extensively in that process. So that could end up being a very cool situation, as far as I'm concerned.
Kick ass.
Nice. This has been a fruitful conversation.
Yeah.
10 out of 10 could not have gone better. No. He says as his medic dies. Just if we were doing exceptionally well.
Oh no, I've been stabbed repeatedly.
I saw it with my own eyes. It was appalling. Oof! Oof. Danis killed me.
Ouch. Owie.
Indeed.
Am I right?
Not a great moment. Not a great moment in gaming. Hey, look, the server's still full.
Yeah, this is a really cool service that I didn't know existed. This whole community server thing.
Yeah, I'm really pleased that it's
Crate.tf.
still a thing.
It's been a lot of fun to play. I haven't played in a while. I had the game installed because you never ever uninstall TF2. Yeah, it's still fun. Who would have known?
It hasn't changed. And that is why
That is what it is.
it's a struggle.
I mean, they added statues.
Yeah, that was in honor of Rick May, the voice actor soldier who has died recently.
Rest in peace.
Indeed. Oh. Danis!
I don't have the vision to play medic anymore. If there's a lot of people that need healing, I just can't make the decision quick enough who I'm gonna heal first.
I'm gonna go Freddie class for a little bit.
My main. It's weird that I don't really know how I ended up with the scout as my avatar. I never really named scout. I was always a soldier guy. But I found the scout more visually striking.
Oh, speaking of visually striking, scout is spy.
I found him hot, okay? Oh, I have defeated the good pyro with my Ubersaw. And I'm done.
Oh, died. Died to Darnis again! I don't even feel like I'm being stream sniped at this moment.
Unbelievable. Are we winning?
We are not in the position of just about to lose, if that's what the question was that you were asking.
Hmm.
I think
Pushy push.
Pushy push push push.
Here we go. You and me. For the win. C9.
I want to get the kills in. Darnis is dominating me.
We're in chill mode.
We're in chill. We finished the game. Sorry, we finished the regular content.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap indeed. But we can't leave here. We got to either finish or win.
Okay.
Whichever happens
I vote
sooner.
Win.
I would love to win. And as soon as I survive an encounter with Darnis, I'll be right on that.
So good.
He's gonna make me on class.
Oh no.
That's terrible. It happens.
Oh no. The red team.
Are they pushing back?
Kicking our ass.
Do they have their own opinions about winning?
Yeah, they want to steal our idea and win. Okay. Here we go.
Oh, I got revenge on Darnis. Got it.
Oh, we
this
can't
is
even get to the cart. This is a travesty.
off. Well,
GG.
I think that's it for me.
Yeah, I'm rage quitting too.
Sweet. Well, it has been an absolute pleasure playing games with you today.
You too. Is that what you said? It has been a pleasure to play with you as well.
That is correct. I'm just assuming it's correct, but it feels right. Where do people go? How do people find out about the glory that is Freddie?
I have a YouTube channel that I upload to sometimes called Freddie TF2. But I think at the moment, to get the most up-to-date Freddie TF2 content and information, you should instead visit my Twitter, which is also Freddie TF2.
And any last shout-outs before we sign off for the evening?
Shout out to you for inviting me to this. It was a lot of fun, and I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Shout out to the chat for watching, and shout out to all my friends and family and my mom. That's it.
That sounds good enough for me. On my part, shout out to chat for being here and instilling me with questions to ask you. And the confidence to go on despite all of the horribleness that is going on in the world. A reminder that we actually have content coming out live on Twitch. I don't know whether you get a chance to find out about this. Whatever we stream on Twitch always makes its way onto YouTube. So I guess that's something to look forward to. But if you happen to be watching this live, then tomorrow evening, I think we've got a grand final? Yes, I'm pretty sure we've got a ETF2L Season 21 grand final. And fingers crossed there might even be an announcement in-game when that happens. So either way, I look forward to seeing you all there. For the time being, though, thank you very much, Freddie. Thank you very much, chat. And whatever you're doing this evening, please stay safe. Don't go outside. And if you do get to go outside, I don't know. Have a beer for me. Take care, everyone.
Bye.